Hello everybody and welcome back to Miniature Hub and another how to play A Song of Ice and Fire video. Today I'm going to be going over the retreat action, so let's get right into it. The terms of the retreat action are you can only perform it while engaged. So you've probably charged in to an enemy, done some attacks, and you've got weak just like these Unsullied here, and you want to get out before your unit is destroyed. The steps to perform this are quite simple. It's not complicated like the charge and attacks. So first you roll a d6 and you add that value to your unit's speed stat. Then with the resulting value you can move backwards, sideways, or potentially forward if you're being engaged by the enemy from your rear in a straight line. So you'll move that value either like that, or sideways or forward if the enemy's here engaging you from the rear. Once your move is complete, you can then pivot your unit to any facing. So once you've moved the distance, or as far as you want to move that distance, either backwards, sideways or forward, you then can pivot to face any direction that you want. If the enemy unit or units are left unengaged after the retreat, then they may perform a free pivot. So you move, pivot, and then if your enemies are left unengaged, they can then make a free pivot to whatever they want. So the retreat actions are all subject to normal movement rules, which means you cannot move over or end overlapping an enemy unit, and you cannot move through impassable terrain. This means you may be in a scenario just like this, where your unit is surrounded on all sides by enemies. If I wanted to retreat these Unsullied, I couldn't actually perform it legally, because I couldn't move through any of these enemy units. So I'm just going to do a quick demonstration. I have my d6 here, and I'm going to roll it. And I got a 6, which is lucky for me. And then I'm going to add it to the speed stat of my Unsullied pikeman, which is 5. So add them together and it makes 11, which means I can move up to 11 inches forwards, backwards, sideways in a straight line. So I'm going to take the ruler and I'm going to place it right next to these Unsullied here. Yeah, I'm going to do it like this. And then I'm not going to move all the 11 inches, but the key thing to note is that I'm going straight back in a straight line, just like so. So I've just sort of kept my ruler in a straight line to the tray, which means I can use it as a guide to make sure I've gone straight backwards. And then once my movement's done, I can then pivot the Unsullied to face whichever direction I want. So I'm just going to pivot them slightly like that. So I've done my free pivot as the person performing the action, but the enemy can also do a free pivot. So in response, the bear riders are just going to pivot slightly, just like so. And that's it. That's all there is to a retreat action. It's just getting your units out of combat where you don't want them because they may die. So thank you all for watching. I hope this was useful, and I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye!